From the borough of Queens, we're at the home of the Mets, Citi Field. Today, the finale of this quick two-game series between the Miami Marlins and the New York Mets. These two should be exciting to watch go at each other, and it's all coming up next. Zach Wheeler gets the ball for the Mets in this one. Dan, please, Zach, what do you got?
Hey, this guy comes into this start, Matt, having lost 2 of his last 3 starts, so you know he wants to get off on the right foot in this one. One of the keys, getting outs early and establishing his off-speed pitch repertoire early on in this one. We'll see if he can do that in this one here today.
Here's Starling Marte. He will lead this one off today.
Starling Marte.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. High in the air out to center field. There to take it is Cespedes, 1 away. With that, a look at the batting order for the Marlins. Hero, daytime road game for him. What you got?
Matty, you take a look at this lineup, and they're frustrating to watch at times because they ground into the most double plays in the league. You want to talk about a pitcher's best friend. You finally get a guy on first base, and you're coming unglued. First pitch down below the knees, grounding into a double play and bailing everybody out. I need better approaches out of this lineup today.
First pitch on its way. Swing and a line drive, but a foul ball. These Mets fellas, as they take the field here today, they came out on the losing end last time out and are in a bit of a skid. In fact, they've lost 7 of their last 10.
Yeah, Matty, they lost last game only by 1 run. Those are the tough ones. But I'm sure they've looked at the film, made a few adjustments, and let's see if they can give a better effort today.
Now that's when you know it's a good pitch. He broke off a really nice breaking ball down in the zone right there, and even though this is one of the best hitters around, he waved right through it.
Here comes Wheeler's 0-2. And the slider gets him swinging, 2 gone.
It's so hard to hit when you're behind the count 0-2, right? You have to protect for the fastball. You have to look for the soft stuff down and away. You're really at a disadvantage when you fall behind 0-2.
Standing in now, Matt Chapman. He'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. Wheeler has found success in his career at limiting base hits. Usually turns in outings where his hits per 9 numbers are really respectable, and obviously that goes a long way as a starting pitcher.
Matty V, there's a couple of things that really hurt you when you're a starting pitcher. Walks and giving up many base hits.
And the throw to first is there. The inning is over. Miami down in order. Now the Mets will step up for their first shot in a scoreless ball game. Sandy Almanza, a right-handed native of the Dominican Republic, will be the starter. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Wow, talk about a number that jumps out at you. This guy's whip, which is walks to hits to innings pitch, is less than 1 coming into this start. That's not an easy thing to do. That tells me one thing. Not only is his stuff good, but he wipes people out quick. This is a real good pitcher.
Into the box now, Ahmed Rosario. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. And a first pitch sinker is over for strike 1. These Marlins, as they take the field this afternoon, they've had it going the last 10 games. They're 7-3 over that stretch, including a win last time out.
Yeah, Matty, this team finds itself with a huge lead, double digits right now, and climbing, playing really good baseball. Some people will say, oh, you don't want to have that big a lead, you start resting on your laurels. I look at it the other way, man. You've earned the right to kind of get some guys off their feet if the manager wants to. There's a lot of different ways you can go about it. This team's focused and playing really good baseball. I would not worry about it. Keep pushing the throttle.
Here's the 1-2. And he checked his swing, but it's a strike 3 called, and that's the first out of the inning. With a moment here in Flushing Meadows, let's meet the Mets. Anybody catch your eye, Dan?
Well, Michael Conforto has been a big piece for them. He's an imposing figure with a bat in his hands. Always seems to turn in a good at-bat, and he can do a lot of damage when he barrels up the ball.
So the bases are empty with one man gone. And set to stand in the fine second baseman Robinson Cano. Cano waits on the first pitch. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball one. Bases are empty, one man out. And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now.
That's where he wants that sinker to end up, but that was a nice job of laying off.
So let's take a peek at the umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Ricky Holiday.
Yeah, Dan, we got Ricky Holiday behind the dish tonight. I can't figure his zone out. He doesn't favor the hitter or the pitcher and can be a little too inconsistent at times.
D-Row, you hit the nail right on the head. I think one of the things we're looking for a consistent zone. If it's a tight zone, it's a high zone. Have the same zone. His zone fluctuates a little bit too much for my liking during the course of a game.
Oh, you had him fooled there. It's 3-2 now.
We got 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Ripped down the line. But this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. Slapped hard the opposite way. A leaping try, but it's out of his reach and into the outfield.
Boy, talk about being a game of inches, D-Row. That was a bullet just out of the reach of the third baseman.
Yeah, third base is just a reactionary position, kind of a la a goalie in hockey. He didn't have much chance there. He tried to make a play, get it above his head, but he was unable to get there.
In now, Michael Conforto, as he'll look at a breaking ball that misses for ball one. He comes in with that average down in the 240s. 10 home runs and 33 driven in. Swung on, but fouled off to the left.
Classic change of speeds right there. Threw the hitter's timing off. Got a late foul ball. Interested to see where he goes now.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone.
One of the toughest pitches to hit, the straight changeup, right? El Cambio. Hadn't seen it in that entire at bat. And what happens? Gets the string pulled on him right there. Had no chance to put that ball in play.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Peter Alfonso. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. First pitch on its way. And he takes ball one.
Well, he punched out the last guy, but he didn't get any favors from the blue on the first pitch in this at-bat. Probably should be ahead of this.
Hit high and deep out to left field. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. Mets leave one. Still no score. Settling in now, Franz Reyes. He'll look to get something going here in this scoreless ball game.
Franz Reyes.
Here comes the first pitch. Bat explodes as this has popped up. And he'll steer clear of the flying debris to make the catch here for the first down.
Here's the defensive alignment for the New York Metropolitans. And I want to shine the light on Yoenis Cespedes, outfielder right here. The ability to play multiple positions in the outfield, both corners, and can dabble in center field as well. And newsflash, people, do not run on this guy. He has one of the best arms in the business.
Stepping into the box, Jorge Soler. First at bat for him as he enters play number 3 in the National League batting race. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And this pitch just about saws him off as he can't get extended at all. It's strike one.
Oh, man, he just tied him up in knots right there.
No score here as we play inning number 2. Behind 0-2 now. And he chased it in the dirt. He makes the throw to first. 2 down. Now at the plate, Garrett Cooper. He enters play at number 6 in National League batting average. ready. Here's the first offering. Weak grounder back to the mound. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Marlins. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Digging in, Brandon Nimmo. He'll start things out here in a tie ball game.
Right fielder, Brandon Nimmo.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. Tough one to lay off, called a strike.
Sort of surprising to see a 5-hole hitter take 2 in a row for strikes to start an at bat. Now he's way behind the count, so we'll see if he can battle back.
And he connects with it. This one's hit deep out to left center field. A leap, but this is out of reach and off the wall. He hit the corner and tries for third. And he'll make it to third with a triple.
Every center fielder dreads this kind of a play, right? The ball's hit right at him and over his head. He turns and runs, leaps for it, but just can't make the play. It ends up coming off the wall, and by the time he can get the ball back in, it was a guaranteed triple.
Here's Matt Carpenter. His solo shot accounted for their only score of the ball game a night ago. First offering on its way. Laid off as it caught the inside corner. Almanza, a native of the Dominican Republic. He's in his 3rd season as a major league player. Nimmo at third with nobody out. And a good sinker there gets him swinging for the first out.
All right, here's the defensive alignment for the Miami Marlins. And diving into the numbers on this team, the one thing that jumps off the page is the fact that these guys can flat play D. The highest fielding percentage in the league. Something to focus on today when you're watching this one.
Here's Yoenis Cespedes. He went hitless last night in a game where his guys could push across only 1 score. He's ready. Here's the first offering. There's a strike. No score here, but a potential run is 90 feet away with 1 gone. And he misses with it, 1-1.
You know he wants that on the mound, especially if it would have made the count 0-2. Didn't get it, though, so now you have to make another quality pitch on 1-1.
Now the 1-1 pitch is offered at and missed. He chased it for strike 2.
Ugly swing right there. That pitch wasn't even close, and he offered at it. I'm not sure right now if I'm the pitcher, you could probably throw anything you want up there, and this guy's going to swing at it.
Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2.
Well, their chances of pushing across a run took a pretty good hit after that strikeout. It's so much tougher to score a guy from third with 2 outs instead of 1. Basically, you need a hit, or you need to get lucky with a wild pitch or a pass ball.
First delivery to him on the way. Slider right over the middle, taken for a strike. Swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
In today's game, if you're not disciplined for striking out, why would you change your approach with 2 strikes right here? Expect this guy to try and drive the baseball right here.
Slider whiffed on for strike 3. A great pitch to put an end to the inning. Mets strand 1. We'll move to the 3rd with no score. Some fans still trickling into the ballpark as we get you set for the top of inning number 3. And that'll bring in the middle infielder, KETEL Marte. He's the number 7 hitter, but he's leading off the 3rd after the first 6 guys in the lineup have been retired in order.
Yeah, it's been a great start to the guy on the mound. It'll be interesting to see if they can find a way to get to this guy before he really settles in.
Going wide.
Here comes the first pitch.
Swing.
And the Marlins have their first hit of the game.
Hey guys, that's an excellent job right there. That's a back foot slider. Usually those are kryptonite for most batters, and he's able to fight it off, keep his hands inside the baseball, and deliver a base hit.
So striding in, Ari Perez. He'll get to take his first cuts here. From the stretch, he's running. Pitches high. The throw. It skips in and he's safe. Close play, but he's in there.
You know, I like the aggressiveness there. They haven't cracked the scoreboard at this point, so it's clear they're trying to manufacture something by forcing the action. We'll see if it works out for them.
No one out with a runner at second. Fastball that he's way out in front of. A swing and a miss.
It's amazing. I tell so many fans, you get in a box one time, the one pitch you're going to swing at more than any other is that elevated fastball. Your eyes light up as an offensive player, and you just cannot get to it.
Line towards center field, and that's in there. Base hit. And the run will score as the Marlins have claimed the early 1-0 advantage.
Boy, that has to feel good as a hitter, D-Roy. You get that base hit to give your team the lead. You have to feel good when you get down to first base.
Yeah, it's just a nice approach. You see him turn to his boys right there and get fired up with the dugout. 100%, not trying to do too much, able to quiet the moment down, center himself, and come through in a big spot.
Into the box now, Sandy Almanza. And a swing from him yields a foul pop out of play to the right. Bouncer down the line. Foul ball, strike 2. Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. One there on to first. So they let him swing with 2 strikes, and it'll cost him as it's a double play.
That's one of the hardest double plays to turn right there because of the difficult throw the first baseman has to make. No problem this time, though, and they get the 2 outs they were looking for.
Stepping in now, Starling Marte. As he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He flied out, leading off the ball game. The windup and the 0-1. Swing and a little tapper. That goes foul. 2 strikes on him now. Marte is likely going to the All-Star game to represent the National League this year, according to the vote totals. He came into today leading all center fielders in that category.
Yeah, this comes as no surprise. This guy is one of the best.
Well, the play's been made, and that retires the side. Marlins get 1 here on a couple of hits. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. The Marlins on top, 1-0. Leading off the inning, Zach Wheeler, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Zach Wheeler.
First pitch coming, here it is. And that one stayed too low, apparently. 1-1. Takes a pitch for strike number 2.
You got to throw that one out the window if you're an offensive player right there. You know this guy is predominantly a sinker ball pitcher. High fastball, he's got to show me that a few more times for me to honor it.
Swing and a miss as he picks up yet another strikeout. 6 of them already, and there's 1 gone in the inning.
Boy, he's really on a roll on the hill right now. As we roll through it again, remember, he struck out the side in the last inning, and now he picks up right where he left off by striking off the leadoff man here. Let's see if he can keep this going for a little bit.
And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ahmed Rosario. 0-1 the count. 1 out, nobody on. Hit hard on the ground to second. Marte fields it cleanly, and that's the 2nd out.
The batter, second baseman, Robinson Cano.
Here comes the second baseman, Robinson Cano. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. Cano waits on the first pitch. Wouldn't bite on a good sinker that time that missed. This year against right-handed pitching, Cano hits in the 240s, so there's room for improvement in that regard.
Yeah, Matty, he's well aware of it. Runners in scoring position.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. Down in order go the Mets. They're on the short end of a 1-0 score. Now at the plate, Chris Taylor as we begin the top of the 4th.
Shortstop, Chris Taylor.
First delivery to him on the way. Fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind.
I mean, this is the classic case of ambush tactics at its finest, but this is getting a little ridiculous. I'd like to see some of these guys in the lineup.
Meanwhile, this ball is into right center, and that ought to be good enough for extra bases. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
Well, you look at his numbers, and there's no doubt he's faring much better against lefties, hitting better than 400 against them this season. And when you see swings like this, you can see why.
So that brings up the always intense Matt Chapman as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Oh and 1, here it comes. Oof, and it's safe to say he doesn't look all that comfortable up there. 0-2 now.
Have to find a way to take a deep breath right here and regroup. I know the umpire missed one, but you can't allow the next couple of pitches to be dictated by one bad call. Find a way.
But the runner's back easily. And he'll turn and throw back to second again, keeping particularly close tabs on him. And again a throw, being especially careful here. Here comes Wheeler's 0-2. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Giving chase is Nimmo. He can't get to it. This one's down.
Dan, that hit right there extends his hit streak to 8 games. Are you aware of stuff like that?
No doubt about it right now. He's swinging the bat really well, and after that knock right there, hey, listen, 8 games is nothing to sneeze at, so you can say, hey, he's going a whole calendar week with getting at least 1 base hit, so there's a lot of positives going on right now.
He's set and the pitch. A swing and he pops him up on the infield, and the infield fly rule will be in effect here. So with a couple of men on and 1 out in the inning now, let's turn to our pitch speed comparison for these 2 starters. And boy, you can see it there. A couple of power arms out there as both of these guys are working in the high 90s. In is Jorge Soler. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Lifted in the air out towards left center. After it is Cespedes. 2 gone.
Now batting, first baseman, Garrett Cooper.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Garrett Cooper. 2 men on, 2 away here in the 4th. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Well, he had to be looking for something else to start the at-bat. It's 0-1. Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is. Very weakly on the ground.
Back-to-back breaking balls. He just missed that one right there, fouling it away. Do not expect a third.
Hit hard on the ground to second, and that's through for a base hit. And some trouble now in right field. The runner scores from second.
Hey, there's a good job of battling right there, D-Row. Pitcher have the advantage with 2 outs, 2 strikes. You're 1 pitch away, and boy, what a terrific piece of hitting right there.
Yeah, that's a great job right there. Some guys are not afraid to hit with 2 strikes. They'll take that pitcher deep in the count, feeling comfortable about it. That's the type of hitter this guy is, and he was able to come through.
And that'll bring in the middle infielder, KETEL Marte. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. From the belt, the pitch. Right at the third baseman, and that'll end the inning. Marlins forced to settle for 1. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go. The Marlins lead this one 2-0. With Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian as Michael Conforto digs into the left side of the batter's box to start things out. First delivery to him on the way. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike. Swing hard liner to left center. That's his first base hit. Make him 1 for 2 now.
The batter, first baseman, Peter Alfonso.
And next will be the Mets cleanup hitter, Peter Alfonso. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First pitch coming. Here it is. Tough slider down low for a strike. Took a wave at one around the shins with no luck.
In a double play situation, that's the location you want a guy to swing at. More than likely, he's going to beat it into the ground.
The 0-2 home. Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1.
Boy, it's been a rough go through these middle innings so far. This offense right now really doesn't have an answer for anything that he's throwing. He's attacking up, down, in and out in the strike zone. He's been awfully dominant up to this point.
Standing in, Brandon Nimmo. He found his way over to third via a triple in his first at-bat. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And he just gets a piece there as this is chopped foul. Line drive to center field. Marte is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first.
Third baseman, number 13, Matt Carpenter.
Here's Matt Carpenter. He's 0 for 1 thus far. He's is ready. Here's the first offering. And there's a sinker that he just spits on as it misses low. And he takes a pitch right down the middle. The 1-1 is swung on and missed, and that's strike two. Conforto is off at first with two away. And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning. Mets leave one. They trail it here 2-0. Striding in, Ari Perez. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat. First pitch on its way. Swing and a miss at the big curveball. Hit weakly back to the mound. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
Not a lot you can do with that pitch. That fastball just ate him up inside and gets the soft grounder for the out.
So here now is the pitcher, Sandy Almanza. Here's the first pitch to him. Hit out towards second. And he'll whip this one over to first, and he gets his man for the second out.
How about it? The center fielder, MARTE.
So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Starling Marte. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. And the pitch. Hard on the ground towards short. Throw in time, and the side is retired. 4 pitches, all it takes to do in the Marlins, as they're unable to add to their 2-0 lead. Here's Yoenis Cespedes. He leads off in the bottom of the 5th as they look to break through on the scoreboard for the first time in this one.
Yeah, baseball is a game of adjustments, and it's time they start making some. They don't need to change their entire approach necessarily, but now is maybe when they start thinking about ways to get the guy on the mound out of his rhythm a bit.
And they'll try to bounce a curveball on 0-2, but he holds back. It's 1-2 now.
Tried to get him to chase that 0-2 curveball there, but he wasn't biting. Very well could see it again here, though.
And he rings up another one. Make it 9 strikeouts for him in the game.
He's just bringing up strikeouts left and right, but what's really impressive to me, he hasn't walked anyone either. He's just pounding the zone. His stuff is dirty today.
Here's the catcher, Wilson Ramos. As with 1 away, he can't make contact on the first pitch. It's strike 1. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
This is one of the things that makes him so effective as a pitcher, able to pound the zone with all different options.
And he struck him out. So double digits now, 10 strikeouts for him thus far.
Well, it's been a rough series for him at the plate so far. That's 4 strikeouts in the first 2 games, so this pitching staff clearly has him figured out.
Into the box, Zach Wheeler, as he swings and grounds it toward the hole. The flip to the pitcher covering, as that will retire the side. Mets go down 1-2-3. They're down 2-0. Now at the plate, Chris Taylor. He'll try and get things started as we begin inning number 6.
Chris Taylor.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Heading out towards shallow right. Waiting on it is Nimmo. And that's the first out of the inning.
The batter, third baseman, Matt Chapman.
So striding forward now, Matt Chapman. Here's the first pitch to him. A knee buckler, and he swings and misses at it.
The difference between 0-1 and 1-0 is so monumental, and this guy has been on top of his game all day, attacking the zone and getting ahead of these hitters.
Let's go, Matt.
The windup and the 0-1. Fouled away. Grounder down the line at third, but a foul ball, and the count holds at 0-2. 2 runs, 5 hits, and no errors in the game for the Marlins. Smoke toward third. And very quickly they're 2 gone to start the inning.
The right fielder, number 32, Franz Reyes.
Ready once again, Franz Reyes. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Sent on the ground out to second. Cano has it. He'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. Miami down in order. They're up 2-0. Batting order turns over now and set to go Ahmed Rosario. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
But an atom ball right to him for the first down.
The batter, second baseman, Robinson Cano.
Coming to the plate now, Robinson Cano. He was a ground out victim last time up. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Took a wave at one around the shins with no luck.
We're seeing him in an absolute groove out there in the mound right now. Retired 7 straight, and mechanically, he looks really consistent and fluid to me.
And it's quickly 0-2. The 0-2 delivery. And a breaking ball stays outside. No runs, 3 hits, and no errors on the Mets line score so far. Ball 2.
That's back-to-back breaking balls away, but now he's got himself into a little bit of a tough spot. You probably can't throw that again, so your opponent is probably up there just looking for a fastball that he can drill.
Full count, 3-2.
Boy, went from being in the driver's seat to now being in some trouble. Had the count 0-2, started nipping at the corners, and next thing you know, this count stands at 3-2.
And he struck him out. And there's strikeout number 11 in the ballgame.
I really liked it. He gave up nibbling out of the zone trying to get at the chase. That wasn't working, so he just reached back and fired a good old country hardball fastball right by him. No better feeling in the world when you're a pitcher than throwing a fastball right by a guy.
Digging in once again, Michael Conforto. And Dan, it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3-up, 3-down innings.
No doubt about that, Matt. Hey, I've enjoyed watching him go about his business, but I'm also interested to see if this offense can figure out a way to get a couple of cracks in his armor before it gets too late.
Yeah, that remains to be seen. The 1-0 is taken for ball 2. Swing and a miss on a nice biting slider.
Oh, man, he took a swing and a half at that one. I think some frustration is creeping into these guys, so he might have just been trying to get his guys on the board with one swing.
3-1 to the Mets left fielder. called a strike, and it's full 3-2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. A shot to first base and caught there to end the inning. Down in order go the Mets. They're still down. It's 2-0. Welcome back to Citi Field in Flushing. It's on to the 7th inning with the Marlins on top, and it's a good time to check out our game summary through the first 6 innings of play. Javier Garcia is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 22, Javier Garcia.
Stepping up to the plate, Jorge Soler. He'll start the 7th in what's been a fast-moving pitcher's duel today. Here comes the first pitch. Not his best effort that time. It's strike 1.
Hey, he gets a pass right there for that ugly swing. He's been having a monster season. Take a step out of the box, regroup. He'll get right back in this AB.
Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Way out in front, and it looks now like a right-hander's begun to get loose in the Mets bullpen. Here it comes, 0-2. Swung on and missed. Really fooled him that time for the first out.
That's not an at-bat he's going to look back on and be happy about. Obviously, the strikeout result isn't good, but to go down on 3 pitches and none of which were even in the strike zone, as you see there, that's not a good look.
First offering on its way. And he fouls this one off. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. I had him lunging there as he's just able to tap it foul at home plate.
Might have been cheating for another fastball, trying to get the head to that one early. Pitcher pulled the string with a nasty breaking ball and had him a little bit out in front.
Now a swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
No problems for him on the mound since he's come out of the pen to start this inning. That's back-to-back Ks, and he's making it look pretty easy. This has the makings of a good outing so far.
Stepping into the box, Marte hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line-out. Grounded up the first baseline. But a foul ball here, 0-1. The windup and the 0-1. Hit to first. Alfonso right there, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. 1, 2, 3 go the Marlins, but they're on top 2-0. Digging in, Peter Alfonso. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast? They could certainly use that right now.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike. Tying run stands on deck, but it'll only matter if the guy in the box can get on base.
Yeah, and that has to be his mentality at the plate right now, Matt. He can't be the hero, so he needs to do what he can to give the guy behind him a chance to be the guy.
A ball and a strike to the Mets first baseman. This one's down to third. Chapman's got it. Oh, and he overshoots his first baseman as it's over his head.
Man, this one is hard to figure. Makes the play on the ball, and the transfer looked good. Then he just sails this thing way over the first baseman's head into the stands. Bad news, it's an E5. The good news, some fan just snagged a souvenir.
And here's the former first-round draft choice, Brandon Nimmo. And his guys are looking to erase that donut on the scoreboard with a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, Matt, they've been really shut down so far in this one. They've had runners on base, but haven't been able to string anything together.
Alfonso stands at second with no outs. And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball one.
Well, you're in trouble at the plate if you fall behind this guy 0-2, so that was a good job to hold up right there.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. And that one just missed outside.
Well, it's 2-1 now, and we haven't seen a fastball from him in this at-bat yet. As a hitter, you've probably got to sit on that right now.
3-1 to him now. Matt Carpenter, who represents the possible go-ahead run here, waits in the on-deck circle. A runner at second, nobody out. And there's a called strike at the knees as he was hoping for a base on balls there, but it's a full count now, 3-2. And this is swung on and missed, and boy, they took care of a key man there. One away.
Well, I'm glad we get another look at that beauty of a pitch right there. You can't spot a sinker in a better location because even if you do get the bat on the ball, there's not a whole lot you can do with that. Textbook sinker.
Here's Matt Carpenter. Fouled off. No hits to this point. Hit out towards second. Marte gloves it. And a great athletic play to get him. Man, wow.
The center fielder, number 52, Yoenis.
Now to the plate, Yoenis Cespedes. And as he bats, he represents the potential tying run. From the stretch, here's the pitch. I had him guessing that time as he's barely able to foul it away. Men on third with two down. Wouldn't bite on a good sinker that time that missed.
Tough spot to hit here as a hitter. You have a base open, so you have to almost be trying to think like the pitcher. Is he going to try to pitch around me, or is he going to come in the strike zone?
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Flared to the right side. That'll do the job. It's in there. A base hit. Scoring is the runner from third, and that'll cut the lead down to 1.
Hey, we're in the middle of this one already, Devo. They finally score a run, and they've had a tough time scoring some runs. Yeah, after taking it on the chin yesterday, it's nice to finally break through. Maybe this gives the offense the confidence it needs.
Here's the catcher, Wilson Ramos. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1.
This is where you got to take stock in the situation. Adjust your batting gloves and realize you need a gapper to score this guy from first. If nothing less, pass the baton to the guy behind you and keep the line moving.
And he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2. Here's another 0-2. And he's got another one. 13 strikeouts now, and the inning is over. So 1 run here on 1 hit, 1 error in the inning, and a runner left on. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. The Marlins lead it 2-1. Now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here. Alex Wilson will come on now, and he'll slide into the 7th spot in the lineup following the double switch. Stephen Piscotty is into the ball game as well, as he'll slide into the pitcher's spot, hitting 9th now on the double switch.
Number 25.
Now in the box, Ari Perez. He'll have the first crack at it here as we start inning number 8. He's set. Here it comes. Sends that one out of play for strike one. Oh, and 1. Here it comes. A bouncer to the left side. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8. We'll look there at the numbers for our two starters here today, with both guys recently departed from the ball game and looking on from the dugout. Ryan Zimmerman will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 11, Ryan Zimmerman.
Fastball down near the shoe tops. Zimmerman, or just simply Zim, he's in year 1 of a new 3-year deal.
I know this ain't a ton of job security, but it's certainly better than a 1-year deal. A 2 to 3 year deal puts yourself in a position where you can really invest in this team.
The drive out toward the gap in left center. On his way to second goes Zimmerman. And he's in there easily at second with a 1-out double.
When you're leading by 1 run, you want to do everything you can to add to the lead and give your bullpen a little breathing room. It makes a big difference, so double here goes a long way towards making that a real possibility.
Now time granted here at the plate as he'll step out of the box. And now after the 1-out double, time is called here as we'll get a pinch runner out there at second base.
Tim Hahn.
Now a spin and a throw back to second, and he's back easily. Now a spin and another throw back to second, keeping particularly close tabs on him. Here's Starling Marte. He'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Runner breaks for third. Pitch outside. The throw is not close as he's in there with a stolen base.
You know, I was pretty surprised to see him on the move to third because it didn't seem like he had that much of a lead, but he made it work out. That was really impressive.
Hodge stands at third with 1 gone in the inning. Ground ball up the middle, and it's going to get through into center field for a base hit. In to score the runner from third, and that moves the lead to 2 here in the 8th.
Boy, that's a big RBI right there to give this team a 2-run cushion going into the late innings. And it always makes it easier on the opposing pitcher to know they have a 2-run lead.
Yeah, Leo Mazzoni always used to say, old pitching coach for the Atlanta Braves, solos won't kill us, guys. And he's absolutely right. You give yourself a 2-run lead, a solo homer's not gonna do too much damage.
In now, Chris Taylor. Pitch out. Nothing doing. And a fastball in there for a strike. 1-1.
That was a classic 2-hole hitter move right there, giving his boy a chance to steal a bag. Got to be honest, in today's game, you don't see too many guys take that pitch.
Line towards center field, and that'll get down for a base hit.
Now batting, third baseman, Matt Chapman.
At the plate, Matt Chapman. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. spin and a throw back to second, and the runner will get back standing. And he'll turn and throw back to second again, keeping particularly close tabs on him. Getting a few steps off a second there. Now the pitch. Tapped down the line, but it gets fouled. And boy, big problems here to start this at-bat. It's 0-2 now.
I'm sure the boys are going to blow him up in the clubhouse for that ugly swing right here. But he has a chance to regroup. Take a deep breath. Take a step out of the box. You know you got a few to play with.
Piscotty is back, and he'll get there to make the play for route number 2. Throw won't get him. So here's the cleanup hitter for Miami, Franz Reyes, and they're runners at the corners now. First pitch of the at-bat. Chopped weakly to the left. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. So with the run on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. It's the Marlins 3 and the Mets 1. Justin Wilson is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
37, Justin Wilson.
Outfielder Stephen Piscotty the next to hit, and he's getting his first plate appearance here in the 8th after entering off the bench just a little bit ago. From the stretch, and a neck-high fastball that time. Now the 1-1 pitch is a slider taken for a ball.
Sometimes it can be difficult for a pitcher. You're facing a guy that's not known to be a big stick in the lineup. Sometimes the toughest thing is to be aggressive and throw strikes.
Lofted in the air out toward right center. Reyes is after it, looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. Here's a look at the final line for the Marlins starting pitcher. Great day's work any way you look at it. And that will bring in the former top prospect, Ahmed Rosario. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here. First delivery to him on the way. Fooled him a bit as this is hit high in the air towards right center and shallow. Marte backs up and takes care of it. 2 away.
Boy, he showed some pretty good range, heading pretty deep into the outfield to bring that one down. Thought the outfielder might call him off, but he clearly had it under control.
Here's Robbie Cano now as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. Lifetime numbers against Justin Wilson, just a 3 for 13 batting line. He also has 1 home run. The set and the 1-0 pitch. Takes a knee-high fastball.
Hey, boys, although I'd love to get all over this offense for underachieving, let's tip our cap to this pitching staff right here. They've been able to execute, working all 4 quadrants and keeping this team totally off balance.
And a whiff at a good slider that time. Wilson, a 32-year-old veteran, is currently 2nd among National League relievers in All-Star fan voting.
Yeah, and he's been having an excellent season to date, making a push towards that All-Star game. Hey, fans, get out there and vote. This guy sits in 2nd place, but I'm sure he'd like to be named starter.
Down the first baseline. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Mets go down 1-2-3, and it remains a 3-1 ball game. Anthony Swarzak enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th. In is Jorge Soler, 0 for 3 to this point.
Yeah, not his game so far. He's such a good hitter. We all kind of expected to pick up 2 or 3 hits most of the time. That's not really how baseball works, though.
First pitch of the at-bat. This is hit sharply to the left side. But this will be speared at third, and that was self-defense all the way. 1 gone.
Garrett Cooper.
At the plate, Garrett Cooper. Here comes the first pitch. Little chopper back to the mound. And there are 2 away now.
The batter, number 4, second baseman, KETEL, MARTE.
And that'll bring in the middle infielder, KETEL Marte. Head-to-head against Anthony Swarzak. He's hitless in 3 at-bats. First pitch coming. Here it is. Oh, and he leaves the fastball up there. Mistake in location. He is going to pay for it dearly as that ball is sent over the wall. A home run. Solo shot to right center. 4th home run for him on the season as the Marlins have opened up a 4-1 lead.
They still have the bottom of the 9th to try and stage a comeback, but one thing that's not coming back is this blast to extend the lead to 3. Nice knowing you've got some room for error, especially on the road.
Now
Standing in now, Ari Perez. And it's fouled away. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point.
Come on, guys, let's go.
Line softly toward the hole, but there to take it in is a well-positioned Cano, and that'll end the inning. But the Marlins tack on 1 more, courtesy of the solo home run. Last chance coming up here for the Metropolitans. It's now 4-1 Miami. Trey Guerrero enters the game to finish this one off here in the bottom of the 9th.
Trey Guerrero.
Standing in, Michael Conforto is working on a 1-for-3 thus far.
Hey, not impossible, but highly improbable. Even when you're at home to score 3 runs off a closer like this guy, they've got the work cut out for him.
Now the 1-0. Back up the middle. Glove by Taylor. And there's 1 down now. So the leadoff man gone to start the top of the 9th as we take a look at league saves leaders entering play. And as you see there, he sits in 4th place in that department in the National League. In now, Peter Alfonso. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike. Guerrero, a Colombian-born ball player, enters the day in 3rd place among closers in All-Star fan voting, so it remains to be seen if he gets his invite to this year's festivities.
Yeah, and you don't want to leave it up to a manager's decision. You want to get in based on the fan vote, and he has a chance to do exactly that if he can make a late push as we head towards the Midsummer Classic.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Marte is there, and quickly 2 are gone here, and it's not looking good for the home 9.
Number 9, Nimmo.
Now batting, Brandon Nimmo, and he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the 9th. First offering on its way. And a fastball just below the knees, ball 1. Two out, nobody on. One and one the count now. The 1-1. Grounded to the right. And that is through into right field for a single. So instead of leading off the following inning, Matt Carpenter bats next with 2 away.
Third baseman number 13, Matt Carpenter.
Ready now, Matt Carpenter. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. He's set and the pitch. Fouled away. Comes set and the 0-1. Swing and a miss, and they're up against it now as they're down to their final strike of the afternoon. Dribbled to the right side. Throw to first is going to be in time to take care of him, and the Marlins have earned a sweep here in this brief 2-game series as this ball game is over.
Yeah, it might only be a 2-game set, but listen, it's still a sweep. Hey, man, winners make the rules around here, and they earned it.
And the score finishes 4-1 today. The Miami Marlins led this game from the 3rd inning on and never wavered. Sandy Almanza earned his 5th win of the year as he struck out 13 in this one. Zach Wheeler pitched well, allowing only 2 earned, but ends up taking the loss. Trey Guerrero closes the door for the save, his 22nd. So that'll just about do it for us this afternoon. Thanks to Mark DeRosa and Dan Plezak and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. To find out more, head over to theshownation.com.
Here now is our final line score for this afternoon. First, for the victorious Miami Marlins, 4 runs on 9 hits. 1 error. They left 4 men on base. For the Mets, 1 run, 5 hits. No errors. They left 5 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 49 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home safely.